Last question for the night. John Fritsch asks, how would President Whittle restore widespread faith in capitalism? I decided to take that question because I thought about this earlier today. I would do it. I would talk about Uber. That's how I would do it. I just say, you want to know what we believe, what we conservatives believe, your new Republican president believes? I believe in Uber. And that's how you'd never lose. You wouldn't lose you win elections for 30 years if you went out there and told the American people that you believe in Uber and the Democrats believe in the taxi company. Why can't anybody do this? Is this really this hard? I keep banging the table and we get our little earthquake effect in here. Is it this hard to be able to do this, honestly? It's really this simple. Your Republican president would restore faith in Americans' faith in capitalism by saying, I believe in Uber. What do you mean you believe in Uber? Have you ever used Uber? Yes. Why do you like Uber? Because it's awesome. What's awesome about Uber? Well, it's there in a minute and a half, and it costs $11, where a cab takes 45 minutes and costs $60. I agree. And the drivers are regular citizens. They're not professional D-bags. They seem to be nice people. I've never had a bad Uber experience. I believe in Uber. I believe in the fact that I should be able to step outside, hit a little button on my phone, and then this thing, ping, your car will be here in a minute and a half, and your driver's name will be Otto, and he has 4.9 stars, and he's going to take you in his Prius to LAX, and it's going to cost you $21 instead of $65, or whatever the case may be. And when people say, well, what do you mean you believe in Uber as a Republican? It's like, look, this is somebody's idea, and people voluntarily sign up for it. They do a basic background check on the drivers, but they're not saying we're responsible for the drivers. They do a basic background check, and people love it. And it's convenient, and it's inexpensive, and it's great. And the reason the Democrats can't stand it, and the reason you can get dropped off at LAX on Uber but not picked up at LAX on Uber, is because the Democrats and the unions and the taxi unions and all these other people understand that Uber is the end of them. Uber is the end of taxi cabs. So, of course, they have to legally prevent them from picking up people at LAX, because if they didn't legally prevent them from picking up people at LAX, there wouldn't be any cabs anymore. And the reason the Democrats and the cabs and the unions hate Uber is because they're not making any money off of Uber. Uber doesn't pay the government anything. Uber just provides excellent service at very low prices, and one of the reasons the prices are so low is because they don't pay the government anything. So I was taking Uber out of the airport today, and we talked to a guy who he'd been working for Uber for quite a long time, and he said that after Uber got more and more popular, the LAX commission basically said to Uber, to the company, well, I'll tell you what, we'll let you pick up people at LAX for a $10 surcharge. So in other words, if you pick up somebody at LAX, you have to add $10 to the price of the ride, and we'll take the $10. And Uber apparently said thanks, but no thanks, because a $6 ride out of LAX down the street to Sepulveda Boulevard in El Segundo or something now becomes a $16 ride. And what else do you need to know? This is what the Democrats do. This is what the unions do. This is what socialists do. They take your money for any way they can. If they're not making enough money on a gas tax in California because everybody's driving a fuel-efficient car, then we're going to put on a mileage tax. We're going to take your money one way or another at gunpoint. Might as well get used to it. And I, as a Republican, believe that you should be able to hire somebody to take you someplace pretty simply and cheaply. And if you don't like it, then don't do it. If you think Uber's unsafe and they don't check the drivers, then take a cab. I'm not saying get rid of cabs. I'm saying you should have the choice. Democrats can't stand Uber. It's the end of their monopoly. It's the end of everything. So, boom. All these apps. See, this is the bigger picture. Is this all of this information age stuff is doing end runs around bureaucracy. It's moving too fast for bureaucracy to keep up with. It's too efficient. It's too effective. It's too local. It's too democratic. The bureaucracies in the government can't keep up with it. That's why they hate it, and that's why they have to try and destroy it. So Republicans can either get on that side of it, or they can wait till the Democrats paint themselves as the champions of Uber as they destroy Uber. And that's what'll happen, because we don't know how to tie our shoelaces. Some of us do anyway. I think I need a martini. I think I'll do it.